Hello everyone and welcome. Andy Bryan here again from The Soul Pathway. And today within this video, I'm going to be speaking with you about health and the pathway to healing. But more importantly within this video, we are going to be speaking about your physical health as well as your mental health. And first of all, I wanted to share with you a story. Now, towards the end of last year and reflecting on the beginning of this year, I very much struggled with my mental health as well as my physical health. I wasn't in the best place with regards to my mentality, and I felt incredibly down and in some ways depressed. And so many of us experience this on our spiritual journey. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you today is because it's nothing to be ashamed of. Each and every one of us struggle with our mental health from time to time. And usually in this moment, it's really important to reflect, take a step back and allow yourself to notice where you may be, not in the best health with regards to your mentality. If you're feeling down, allow yourself to take some time out as well. Now, with regards to my physical health, over the past couple of months, 3-4 months, even probably slightly longer, I've actually struggled with my energy levels. And I haven't felt like I've been in the best health at all in many ways. And so I really thought about how I could really get myself in a good place again with regards to my mental health and also my physical health, so I could boost my energy levels and also ensure that I was getting the right nutrients in my body each and every day. So, first of all, let me share with you my mental health, what we need to do in order to boost our mental health again and get ourselves in that healthy mindset. Now, many of you know that I speak a lot about shadow work, and I'm very deep and introspective with regards to the work I do. And I think that's incredibly important because I believe shadow work is the true way to unconditional love. Because if we are repressing our shadow, like I've mentioned before, then we are only living in a place of ignorance in many ways. False light, that love and light movement where it's based on that false light and perception. But often when you're very deep and introspective with regards to connecting with your shadow, you're not allowing yourself to step into the light. So when you're in those deep places, it's really important for you to notice those glimmers of light as they come through so that you can feel that love and light within and allow it to emerge from within as well. Now, one thing I like to do is, do mindfulness, practice mindfulness. I used to practice mindfulness on a daily basis and think about how I can apply it to everything that I do, so I can live in much more of a mindful state. And that is fantastic. It's very good and useful. Though what I find is that, and you'll learn this from numerous meditation teachers, is that when you do it in your day-to-day life, this is very much a passive exercise. Whereas when you set some time aside each and every day to practice mindfulness, it's much more active. You're much more actively involved. And in fact, it works in a different way. It stimulates the mind in a different way. So that is a great way to get your mind in the right place. Another thing that I always recommend, and I haven't recommended it a lot to be honest, but I do recommend it to friends, is to write a gratitude journal. A gratitude journal each and every morning of what you are grateful for and happy for, so that you can wake up every morning and shift that mindset from that place of feeling in that potentially that negative place or that down place into much more of a content and peaceful place, you know. And the third thing that I wanted to mention with regards to mindset is also thinking about taking some time out for yourself. We live so many busy lives, whether it's regards to work, our everyday life, trying to meet with friends and family, and we're doing what we can every day to get here, there and everywhere. And it can be incredibly overwhelming to the mind that sometimes you just need to take that step back, relax and honour yourself. Really honour yourself and your feelings in these moments so that you're not becoming overwhelmed by what is going on around you, but so that more importantly you can connect with what is going on within you, you know. And one thing that I love to do, and another thing that I do always recommend to clients and friends, is to each and every day take time out and have a walk in nature. Connect with the earth. Connect with the tree, connect with the animals. But, you know, a lot of spiritual people would speak about connecting with nature as forest bathing, connecting with the energy of the trees. And allow yourself to become mindful and connected with yourself in those moments, because that's incredibly important and beautiful with regards to your mental health. But I always find when I go for a walk out in nature, I can reconnect with myself and my soul, and I can really tune in to what really matters to me in these moments. And you can go for a walk with your friends, you can go for a walk with your family, but I think it's also important to go for a walk possibly on your own, where you can be with your own thoughts, you can be in your mind, and you can connect with nature in your own way. So there are some thoughts and perspectives with regards to mental health, because I felt like my mental health has significantly improved by just applying some of these small things. And one final mention that I wanted to share is, you know, meeting up with like-minded people and friends, because often we can be incredibly isolated in our lives, and I've personally found myself very isolated over the past year, moving to a new place and not knowing anybody. It's really important to isolate yourself in some ways, but in other ways it's really important to connect with friends that are on the same wavelength, that you can share and you can connect in a way that there is no judgment. So that is a beautiful way in order for you to revitalize your mindset as well as your body. So now we are actually going to move on to thinking about your physical health and your body as a whole. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I felt that I very much struggled with my energy levels for quite some time now. And towards the beginning of this year, I made sure to take some time out in a massive way for my physical body. So I took some time out of work and my business, and quite literally I really didn't do anything at all. I made sure to rest and take care of myself, because I was allowing myself to tune into my body, because your body is always guiding you if you allow yourself to listen and tune in. And again, can often be incredibly difficult if you're living busy lives, because you're not tuning into your body. And that's why in many ways you need to take some time out and slow down so that you can connect with your body and listen in to what it's trying to tell you in these moments. Or else you'll experience what I felt that I went through anyway, was a severe burnout. I burnt out my body in many ways, and it was telling me to stop. So, what have I done to improve my physical health? And this for me is what this video is all about. As over the past 15 years, I would say, I was very much a big proponent of physical health, looking at different ways I could revitalize my body and make sure I could keep it in a healthy state physically. And over the past year, I would say in many ways that I'd neglected those aspects of self. But I realized how important it was in order for me to get back on track and on the right path for health and healing. So let me share some of the things that I've been doing over the past, 3 months and 6 months. The first thing that I will share with you is a product that I found online called Rail Super Greens and Clean Greens. And these are basically an organic blend of superfoods, which is absolutely fantastic. If you take these every single day, what you can do is make sure that you've got all of the right nutrients in your body to function in the best possible way each and every day. And you can look at numerous different supplements like these, but it's really important for you to find a supplement that is organic and it's clean, And some of the ingredients within this is very simple, but also very effective. You don't want to have all of the added ingredients that aren't good for your body. You want to keep it as natural and as clean as possible. Now in here, this superfood blend, we've got barley grass, chlorella, moringa, pineapple, wheatgrass, and spirulina, and a few other ingredients as well. But if you are aware of, the benefits of superfoods, then that is a fantastic product. But you will also find other products very similar, but they will help you to nourish your body each and every day. Okay? Another thing that I've been doing for a long time is, experimenting with fermented foods and drinks. Those of you who follow me on Facebook will know that I love to brew kombucha, and I've also worked with water kefir and more recently milk kefir. So let me first of all share with you kombucha. Kombucha is absolutely fantastic for your body, really. It helps to clear out and cleanse your gut. And there are many ways you can brew kombucha. I would recommend brewing it at home, so that you're getting all the benefits from the SCOBY, which is also known as a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. And this is what ferments the kombucha. And obviously when you drink it, it will help to cleanse your body, and it helps you to cleanse your gut. So you will get all the healthy bacteria which goes into your body, and you can take that each and every day so that you can take it out. I have actually got that on tap at the moment, and I make sure to have a bit of kombucha each and every day, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, if we go back to the super greens quickly, the clean greens, I've got this little tub where I've got my super greens in there, give a little shake, and I mix it with, juice. And you can have a taste of that, and it doesn't taste very nice, but, when you blend it in a smoothie or something like that, you will start to realize the benefits you are getting from a drink, from that superfood blend. So absolutely fantastic. But going back to kombucha's quite tasty. A lot of people don't like the taste of kombucha, but what I will say is that the taste of kombucha can very much vary from the way at which you brew it, and more importantly, the way in which you potentially do a second fermentation. Because what I like to do is I brew it with jasmine tea, which is the base of green tea, because when you brew kombucha, you're basically brewing green tea with what I'd recommend is organic sugar. And then once it's fermented, you've obviously then got a drink. Now, jasmine green tea, is much lighter on the body and it tastes beautiful as well. And what I tend to do is get a nice, cranberry juice or another juice like apple juice from the supermarket, and I blend it with my kombucha. And it does taste absolutely fantastic. And as I mentioned, you can just take that out each and every day and drink it while you're at work, while you're on the go, or in any way that you would want to. Now, moving on to other fermented drinks or foods. Now, milk kefir is also fantastic, and sadly, you can't see it in this glass. But it's basically very much like a BioLife yogurt. Again, it's got all of those incredible nutrients, that you would get from, a number of fermented foods and drinks. But it's said with milk kefir, you get more nutrients than any of the other fermented drinks and foods. And it works so well with regards to clearing the gut out. And that's why I also, make milk kefir each and every week as well. Or I try to make sure that I've got enough every day, so that again I'm cleansing my body. And it's much like a yogurt as well, so that you can blend it with, wild berries, blackberries and raspberries, and it tastes absolutely fantastic. But there are so many things that you can, do with milk kefir once it's fermented. It's not the nicest of flavours, but it's incredibly good for your body. Okay, so let me now move on to some other things that I've tried. I'm very much a huge proponent of, herbal medicine. I believe that all of our medicine has originated from herbs, and that's in many ways where the current drugs that are available on prescription have come from. They've all evolved from, some form of herbal medicine that has dated back years and years. So one of a good friend of mine's very into, the medicinal properties of mushrooms. Now, I'm not talking about magic mushrooms here, but there are studies going into, microdosing, something like magic mushrooms. But we're not going to be speaking about that in this video, because what I've got here is another beautiful organic blend of medicinal mushrooms. And you can see that there. And what I will say is they are absolutely fantastic, and they work really, really well. And when it comes to energy levels, one of the most incredible mushrooms that you can use on a daily basis, but only in a small amount, going to help you really increase your energy levels, so that you are getting your body back on track with regards to all the energy that you require each and every day. So it's called cordyceps, and cordyceps are absolutely fantastic at doing that. But what I would recommend is a lovely blend of potentially medicinal mushroom mix. And within this particular mix, you've got reishi mushroom, chaga, shiitake, maitake, lion's mane, obviously cordyceps, and white fungus mushrooms, all combined together. So again, you're getting the medicinal benefits of each and every one of them. And lion's mane particularly, which is used in one of my good friends' cacao drinks. It's very good as a relaxant. Relax your mind and your body. So very, very useful. But medicinal mushrooms, I've personally found that my energy levels have really started to get back on track since using medicinal mushrooms. What I will say is, when you are using medicinal mushrooms, something like a powder like this, make sure to read up about them before you do start using them, because it's said that if you are going to be using cordyceps, you want to only be using them for approximately 8 weeks, to feel the benefits of them, and maybe take 1 or 2 weeks off and then start using them again to really bring your energy levels back into balance. So that's really, really important. So medicinal mushrooms are absolutely fantastic for the body and also for the energy levels. But also, we look at the kombucha and the fermented drinks, great for your immune system. These mushrooms are also fantastic for the immune system. So you're building your immunity each and every day, from anything like colds and flus. So very, very useful. I'd highly recommend them. Now, I also went to see a friend of mine for some healing, and she would tune into my body and notice what I am deficient in, so that again I can gain all the nutrients I need for my everyday life, because I've been struggling with sleep from time to time as well. So I realised how important it was to ensure that I had a good sleep, and I've got all the right nutrients in my body. And so I was recommended or advised to get some magnesium that I could use in the evenings to help me, and again, relax the mind, release any anxiety or stress that I may have, and also, relax the body and help me go to sleep. But it's also good at, relaxing the muscles and helping them to re-energize. So if you're struggling with energy levels, something like this will help you, to re-enhance those muscles, so that you're releasing all the energy you need. So magnesium is fantastic for that as well. And again, you want to make sure you're getting the right magnesium for your body and for the right benefits, as you will notice that different types of magnesium will work different ways. And also, you may not know, but magnesium is all created in a different way. So, some will be much better for you than others. And also, some will absorb into your body much better than others will as well. So ensure that you get a good high quality product when it comes to magnesium. Finally, I know I've been speaking a long time within this video, but there is much I wanted to share with you here with regards to really working on your physical health, making sure that your body has all the nutrients it needs. And you can see I'm using quite a range of products here. Majority of the products are my own that I make myself, with regards to the kombucha and the milk kefir. I would recommend doing that at home so that you get all of the nutrients from the milk kefir itself, because you won't get it from the store-bought milk kefir or kombucha. They're very much watered down, so you won't get the nutrients. But the final product I wanted to mention is a cacao drink. A beautiful cacao drink, and this is my friend's drink, and this is called Lady of the Forest. And I tell you what, this is a fantastic drink that you can put in a hot chocolate. Or, well, it is a hot chocolate drink, basically. And it says, "Drink me, for I am nourishment." It's got lion's mane, reishi, and psilocybin as well. So it's got those mushrooms, and is a raw cacao, which I will get out and show you because it's absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend it. Lovely, lovely chocolate. But if you are stressed, you have stuff going on in your mind at the moment, you can take that and, you know, in an evening, and you can completely relax when using cacao. It's very much a sacred plant that you use obviously in the right way. Okay, so there is a short video of health and your pathway to healing. I do hope you found it to be valuable. I hope I haven't rabbited on too much or rambled on too much. But what I will say is, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will be sure to answer any questions that you may have. But before I go, what I'd like to know is what you've been using to get yourself into a good physical health with regards to your well-being. What is it that you use on a daily basis, you know, to nourish your body and cleanse, you know, all of the cells in your body as well? Okay, so we'll say take care, much love, and I will chat to you again soon. Okay, bye for now.